Morning everyone. This is my fourth video blog on my road to sobriety. Very special day today for me. It's the 20th of March, which means I'm celebrating 5 months sobriety today, which is fantastic. Really chuffed with that. That 5 months has been a long time. I'm thinking back to when I was drinking at my worst. You know, I would have killed to say I was 5 months sober. So I'm really chuffed with that. It's good. So as I say, this is my fourth video blog, 5 months into my journey. And it's just a case for me to look back on in the future, look at these videos and see where I was. Unfortunately, I should be sat here with all the joys of life and skipping and high-fiving everyone, but unfortunately I'm not. The wheels have come off quite severely, unfortunately. On my last video I made on my 4 months into my journey, I talked about cracks starting to appear. So basically what's happened from 5 months today, looking back, first 3.5 months, fantastic, really good. Probably the pink fluffy cloud that people speak about. I had 2 big wobbles within those 3.5 months, dealt with them, got through them, happy days. After the 3.5 months, these cracks, just small cracks, just started to appear on how I started to feel. Before then, really active person. I'd lost a lot of weight in the last 10-12 months. Very active, quite a fit guy. To a stage where I was, you know, I'm a big guy, but I was on the treadmill, you know, and I was, you know, I'd be running for 20 minutes, half an hour, which is, you know, it's fantastic. My exercise just started to calm down a lot. I've got these apps and I monitor how many calories I'm burning and things like that, and it just, you know, it started to calm down. Bad eating habits, but some more crisps, a bit of chocolate started to appear. Not a problem. I still wasn't drinking, so it was fine. I was attending AA for the first 3.5 months, and when I was at the AA towards the end, I was starting to really get annoyed listening to people and their stories for no reason. I was just getting annoyed with it, and I said to myself I was going for the wrong reason, and I was saying I was getting brainwashed, and this is how I actually felt at the time. So in my head it was like, get away from the AA now. You're 3.5 months sober. You can do this on your own now, and that's what I did. So I just stopped going to meetings like that. So instead of being at home, instead of being at the meeting feeling pissed off, I was at home, but I was also starting to feel pissed off. So basically, this is now talking about the last 6 to 7 weeks of what's happened. It's got progressively worse up until probably about 4 or 5 days ago. My emotions went from anger towards the AA to basically, the best way for me to explain it is, I took myself out of living, out of life, and I've been in this state for like 5 weeks where I don't participate in life, as it were. Everything's shut down. When I was drinking at my worst, the way I should describe the brain fog was, my brain was full of hundreds and thousands of roads, avenues, and when I was drinking there was a roadblock at each one, so it couldn't work. When I stopped drinking, the roadblocks were lifted and everything started to work again. It was fantastic. These roadblocks came back, but without the drink. It wasn't overnight, but it was very quickly. But I didn't know what it was. You know, at the time you're thinking it's craving for a drink, it's a drink voice, all these negative thoughts and everything. It's all about the drink. But as it goes on, it appears that it's not about the drink. It's more about me and what goes on upstairs. So I wasn't going to the AA. I've started a new hobby that I used to do years ago. Now, this became so obsessive, it's unreal. Now, I know alcoholics are obsessive and impulsive, but I have been ridiculous. I've started a collection. Now, this makes me chuckle slightly because collections are supposed to take, you know, years to get. I've nearly put half the collection together in a space of 4 weeks, which is just ridiculous. And that's just obsessive, buying on eBay. Must have, and just my only thought is about getting this item. I've got it, I've bought it, it's arrived, boom, move on to the next one. And it's like, wow. So I've calmed down on that because it's just ridiculous behaviour. probably about 4 weeks ago, I came at my closest to picking up. I was sat outside the supermarket with my cash in my hand, and I was going to go in and get a bottle, because the head was just all over. It just, I wanted to drink. I wanted to I wanted to shut myself down and get those thoughts away from me and just breathe again. Anyway, thank God I didn't. I came back home, and as it does, it always passes. But unfortunately, even the good days pass. Anyway, the drinking side of it hasn't been too bad. I've got the tools. 5 months is a long time, so I don't crave as much for a drink. I just think about it now and again. What does happen? You fantasize about drinking. You forget about all the bad stuff. Your brain, funny enough, your brain just takes all the bad stuff and throws it away and forgets about it. And when you think back to how we were drinking, it was fantastic and how great it made you feel, and you get this like love relationship in your brain about it, and thinking back to and reminiscing how fantastic it was to drink. And we all know it wasn't. So that's the kind of drinking thoughts I have now. I'll say I've calmed down on the obsessiveness and the impulsiveness, but I've been very, very flat, extremely flat. I'm not a great believer in depression, or I wasn't, but the only way I could describe how I was feeling in the last 4 or 5 weeks is slightly depressed. Very low, very flat. Now, bear in mind I was quite an active guy. I've completely stopped doing any exercise whatsoever. I haven't left the house really, apart to go to work. When I'm at work, like a zombie. I just go through the motions and live to get home. And then when I get home, I have something to eat, and I just sit in the chair at home and watch TV and eat. That's my life, which is shocking. Things I love doing is hiking, cycling, walking, playing squash. Everything has stopped. I'm consuming chocolate by the buckets, literally by the bucket. Can't stop it. Now I know I'm putting weight back on now. I work so hard, but in the back of my mind, I'm kind of saying to myself, don't worry, you're sober. That's the main thing. You're not drinking. If you put some weight on, you can lose it again. I've just got to get through this. In the middle of it, at its worst. Now this is where it gets a bit freaky for me, because 6-7 months ago, when I was at my drinking worst, this is how I felt, and I actually thought it was all to do with a drink. Now, little bits of it was. But now I'm here sober, and I'm not right now, but as I say, a couple of weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, it's worst. But I was really low, and I had some, not suicidal thoughts, but you think about dark stuff. I question stuff and ask questions about what would be the best pills to kill yourself with, aspirin or something else. Could you kill yourself with fumes from a diesel engine instead of a petrol? These are stupid thoughts, and you're talking to people and you're laughing about them. But why are you talking about stuff like that? It's crazy. So anyway, I'm in no danger. But I went to doctors because I've been really good with doctors, and they've been good with me. I told them what I was going through, and I was saying I'm a bit worried about picking a drink up, because I know that'll just that'll be terrible. So she suggested put me on some antidepressants. Never done medication really in my life before. So she gave me the option to go on to sertraline 50mg, which is 1 tablet a day. So I thought, why not? Because I've got to stay open to everything. So I've been on them for just over 3.5 weeks now. I did first 2 weeks with 1 tablet, 50mg. Doctor rang me, said, how you feel? I still felt the same. She said, go 100mg, 2 tablets a day, and I've been on that for a week and a half. To me, I'm not feeling too much different, I must admit. When I was at my lowest about 3-4 weeks ago, that only lasted like 2 days. But the flat and lethargicness and no motivation, that's still here. You can't tell from here, but it's absolutely beautiful blue sky out there today. The normal Glen now, as of 6 weeks ago, I would be out on top of a mountain in the UK somewhere right now, taking ridiculous selfies of myself and posting them all over Facebook, and then getting to work tomorrow and planning for my next one. I just cannot be bothered. My boots are in the garage. I just got no motivation to do anything, which is quite a sad state of affairs to where I've been. But again, I'm sober, so I've got to weigh it all up, and I'm just going to carry on, because it will pass. I know it will pass. So I think that's pretty much where we're up to. As I say, 5 months sober. generally things are pretty good. I just need this to pass. I feel a lot more upbeat. The fact that I'm just making this video right now. I've been up since 6 AM this morning, just watching TV, watching highlights of football from yesterday and stuff. You know, it's not much way to live, and I'm dreading work tomorrow already. As soon as I got up, and there's a full day ahead of me. You know, I should be doing stuff. I should be doing jobs around the house. I should be doing the garden. You know, but cannot be bothered. And after this video, I'll post it, and then I'll just sit there waiting for all your comments, and that'll be my day today. But I won't pick up a drink, so that's a good thing. I forgot something probably, but just like to say thanks for your support. I get a lot of messages and personal messages from the groups, and I really appreciate it, what you say, and you do tell me to carry on making these videos as well, so it helps others, so that's which is fantastic. So I'm just going to make one every month now, and fingers crossed, touch wood, in a month's time I'll be celebrating half a year of sobriety. So if you're struggling, keep going, it's worth it. If you get in a stage where I am, where you've finally got off it, but you're starting to deal with everything else, be prepared for it. You know, it's not all unicorns and castles out there after you've stopped drinking, but it is for some people. So you know, it's not forced. You're not forced to go down this road either. But we'll get through it together as we always do. So I think that's it for now. Do your best to get sober, people, and if you are sober, keep sober, because it's a much better way of life. Take care everyone, I'll see you later. Bye.